video. I hope you're all well and I hope you're enjoying the last week of the summer holidays. So I'm filming this video at the end of August, and as you all know, the beginning of September is the start of the university year. So that's when all of the years go back, especially first years. So that would be officially called Freshers Week. So I thought I'd do a vlog today to basically talk about my experience at uni, tips for when you're at uni and if you're living at halls, and basically do's and don'ts just from my personal experience of being there for 3 years. So I think now's quite a good time to talk about it because everyone was obviously getting ready to go. I remember this time, I went to uni in 2015. I remember this time, around that time, I was going shopping to get stuff like cutlery, crockery, bed linen, duvets, pillows, everything ready for my halls of residence. So I think it's a good time to discuss tips that I am happy to give and advice. This is just going from what my experience was like for the 3 years at uni. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope this gives a lot of people more ideas from when they're going to uni and the do's and don'ts. So I went to uni in 2015. I graduated in September 2018. I did musical theatre and acting for film at the University of Chichester. And I'm going to be very honest about my experience because everyone's experiences differ and they're all varied and everyone has different, you know, things that they do and everything, and obviously different courses as well factor into the experience. But yeah, my experience was mainly negative. The main reason behind that was due to the course. I was studying a really bad course in my eyes. It was the first year that they actually made the course, so we were essentially guinea pigs and they were testing us out, testing what works, what didn't, and for the whole 3 years I feel like nothing worked. Do you know people that are doing that course now or have just graduated and they liked it, so I'm sure it has improved since then. But yeah, I'm just going from my personal experience. It won't be all about the course because obviously every course is different. It will be about sort of the uni lifestyle as well. But yeah, I will just say to people that my course was not great, and it definitely was not worth 9 grand a year for. So the first thing I would say to do is definitely make friends with people on your course, make friends with people that you live with, obviously if you're living in halls of residence. I was very lucky in that respect because the people I lived with in halls, I then moved on to live with in second year as well in like an actual student house. But I had the best people that I lived with and we were all really close friends, we all did a lot together. I was more close with those guys than I was with my actual course friends. I made friends with the people on my course, but I was more close with people I lived with. So I feel like that I was lucky in that respect because I know a lot of people that I spoke to at uni did not have great friends that they lived with. Quite a few people that I went to uni with on my course did not speak to the people that they lived with, didn't have friends in their halls of residence. They were mainly friends with people on their course, which is also good. I would do either or both if you can, because I know that the people that you're spending your time with makes your uni experience, and I'm glad I lived with the people I did for first year because they were great and we had lots of great times. I've got loads of memories that I can look back on. So yeah, mostly positive with the halls of residence, but yeah, mainly negative with the actual uni part. I did make friends with people on my course, but I think the main reason why I didn't have loads of friends on the course was because I didn't go in much. I felt that it was a waste of time going in, so I'd rather learn and study at my halls and at my uni room than I did going in and actually learning anything from the lecturers because most of them didn't really know anything. Yeah, I found that I could learn more stuff by watching YouTube videos, interviews with actors, directors, producers than I did actually going in. So that was, I think, where the waste of the 9 grand came in. So the next thing is, again, something that I probably wouldn't do if I sort of went back and went to uni again, is all of the freshers stuff in the first week. I feel like it's all a bit pointless. I paid for a freshers band and I got a little bag and a t-shirt, and it was just not worth it because you'd get I can't remember now, I feel like it was cheaper tickets into the SU for the first week, but there was no one in there anyway and everyone just went in at the same time. So I I feel like don't go too hard on Freshers Week because it's a bit of a waste, and you'll have plenty of time to go out, go clubbing, meet people throughout the year than you do in the first week. This sort of leads on to my next point is if you don't want to do something, don't do it. Don't feel like you have to drink lots and lots just because you know your flatmates are, your course mates are. You really don't have to. No one really cares in a way. Like, they only care about what they're drinking, they don't care about what you're drinking. I had just turned 18 when I went to uni, so I'd only been out once, like to a club. Didn't really know what all the drinks were. Didn't really know what I wanted to drink because I hadn't even had a vodka Coke or vodka lemonade before I went to uni. I think all I'd had was rosé or like Kopparberg, which I don't even really drink anymore. But yeah, don't feel pressured into doing something you don't want to do, because I know there's a lot of that at uni, and there's a lot of like news stories about stuff like that and a lot of negative things around that. So if you don't want to do something, don't do it. You're not going to get made fun of and people forget about it the next day. I remember also I used to think that mixing your drinks meant actually mixing loads of drinks into one drink, which now that I know is called a dirty pint. But obviously mixing drinks is just having like a vodka, then a wine, then a spirit, something like that. But yeah, I thought mixing was having it all in one and drinking it all. So I also know the drinking lingo now. The next thing is, I'll probably get like hate for this and everyone will probably disagree with me, but going out like to a club isn't that fun. When I used to go out, we used to go to a club every Thursday called Chic's, which was horrific. It was grubby, it was horrible. Every club is, to be honest. But we'd go out at like 11 and get back at like 4, and by like 1 I was ready to go home. It was boring. Like, I'd have like 2 drinks and then I'd be like done for the day. I'd be yawning because I'm tired. The music was all the same. You'd get like, you know, grubby drunk people throwing up around, you know, girls crying in the toilet, which is actually quite fun because you like talking to the girls in the toilet. But yeah, just the whole experience, like as a whole, is not that fun, and it's not as fun as people make it out to be. It's all just a bit bleh. I would 100% now go out for like cocktails in a cocktail bar, somewhere sophisticated, somewhere where you can sit down, somewhere where it's not people like, you're not packed in like sardines. Yeah, I'd rather do that now. I've done all of that. I did, you know, first year I went out most days for the whole year. It was bad. I mean, the only reason why I kept going to that club, Chic's, was because that was the only club around the uni apart from the SU, until second year. They opened up like another club bar in Chichester, so then we went to that one, which was a bit better but still not amazing. The next thing I would say to do is a budget, maybe, perhaps. I know uni students don't really do that, they sort of buy what they want, but I think I would have perhaps made like a budget, or more of a budget, because I did do that. Me and my flatmate, the one I was like closest to, we used to go to Sainsbury's or Tesco like once a week and get like a £30 shop, which we did that every week. That was sort of our set, you know, weekly shop. We're going here, getting food and bringing it back. But I didn't really think about what I needed before I went, so I just got things that I wanted, sort of like, oh yeah, get a bit of that, get a bit of that. All junk food because I didn't cook. All of my flatmates will tell you that. I did not cook anything. It was like chips, takeaways, pot noodles. But yeah, I would definitely plan what you need. Maybe get bulks of stuff as well. Maybe, I feel like we did do this, me and my flatmates. I can't remember if we did, but we got like bread and milk between all of us, especially in the student house in second year. We definitely did. I think we did in first year, I can't really remember now. But yeah, we did stuff like that. The same with like laundry and stuff, because you obviously have to pay for laundry at the halls. Me and again the same flatmate that we did the food with, we like 1 week, well not week, but 1 month they'd pay for it, and then the other month I would. Or I can't remember how often we did washing. I feel like every couple of weeks now. Every couple of weeks? Every week. I can't remember. But yeah, one time they would pay, the next time I would pay, because the dryers and washers were big enough to fit both of our stuff in, and we didn't mind just shoving it all in the same thing. So yeah, I would definitely do that. if you're close enough with someone to do that with, because it definitely does cut down the money. I would say the best purchase I made prior to uni was a doorstop. Now that's because everyone in first year, everyone was like always coming into my room because I had the doorstop. My door was always open. It was always just latched open. Everyone would just come in, sit there, chat with me. We'd always just sit in my room. It was like the hub, I guess. I don't even know why. I felt like it was just because of the doorstop. But yeah, I definitely get a doorstop, leave your door open so you're engaging, chatting to people you live with. I think it really helped us all get to know each other because my door was always open and everyone would just come in and we'd just chat. So yeah, that is definitely the best purchase I made. Now the worst purchase was probably, well, it's not one specific thing, but I was under the impression that I could make my uni room look nice and like colour coordinate things. Like a little rug, fairy lights, bed linen, bed sheet, a bath mat, it would all look the same. But you'd go in, like the wardrobes are light wood, the chest of drawers are a dark wood, the curtains are blue. It was all wishy-washy in different colours. So even when I put all my like nice bed linen and everything down, there was too many colours. So I would just get the cheapest stuff you can find, just a plain white sheet, plain black grey cover. Yeah, because I don't know why I was trying to make my room look nice. It's a uni room, they're never gonna look nice. Or another good purchase that I made was a printer. Now there are obviously printers at the uni and they do obviously cost money, but I'm so glad I bought a printer because where my halls were in first year, they were like a half-an-hour walk from the uni, so if I ever wanted to print something I would have had to have walked to uni and printed it and done it all that way. But because I had a printer, I could just print it off from my room. I didn't have to go anywhere. And then obviously your flatmates find out and start using it, but that's fine, I didn't charge them anything. But yeah, definitely the best purchase, as well as the doorstop, a printer. You don't have to like splash out on one either. I think I got mine was like a HP DeskJet, I think, for like 40 quid, which did get its use out of because I used it for the whole 3 years. So I would definitely recommend getting a printer, and because you'll use it even after uni as well. So moving on to the actual learning and studying side rather than like the uni life. I regret not going in as much, but like I said earlier, it was only because I wasn't learning anything. So that's obviously why I decided not to go in and actually just learn the way I like to learn, is obviously like watching and doing. I don't like reading and writing. That's why I did acting and musical theatre. It's all practical. But yeah, I feel like something I would tell my 18-year-old self is go in, try and sit there and be engaged and have a positive mindset. I slowly lost that positivity throughout the first couple of months, to be quite honest, because everything was disorganised, everything just went wrong, nothing ever seemed to be going the way they wanted it to, and things changed last minute, which I know does happen, but it was doing it an awful lot and it just wasn't really helping anything, or helping me want to go into the actual acting industry, which is obviously why you go there. But yeah, I would just try and stay positive, try and stay engaged, because the lecturers are there to try and help you. Well, in my eyes, the majority of them were. There was one that I don't think wanted to even be there and just hated students altogether. And I also feel like if I did spend more time at uni in the classes, I would have been more close with friends, with like course friends. Even though I still do talk to quite a few of them, I don't really see any of them. So I feel like I would have made more friends in that aspect as well if I actually went in and studied in the actual classes. It was funny though, I think I was known for just not turning up, and whenever obviously they read out my name, it was like, oh no, she's not here again. But like, you know, it's my choice. I feel like you're paying the £9,000. Well, I obviously have student loan, but it's your uni experience. You need to decide how the uni experience is going to go. I feel like you go there for what you want to learn and what you want to do. But I did like the actual uni and the area. Chichester is such a beautiful place. It's so lovely. It's really scenic. It's really quiet and not as big as the other unis. I don't think I would have fared well if I went to like a big uni. Chichester, I think at the time, I think it's more now, but at the time I think it only had about 5,000 students, which isn't that much. That is not much at all. I don't regret going to uni at all, because I made lots of amazing friendships there. I still talk to a lot of them, but it was just, yeah, uni definitely wasn't for me. I think I should have stopped education when I came 18 after sixth form. But yeah, like I said, everyone's experience is going to be different. There's probably going to be a lot of people that did my course that absolutely love the course, and there's no right or wrong thing, and they're just opinions. And to be honest, I just didn't really go in that much, so I don't really have much to say about the course, just because I didn't do much of the course. But I graduated at the end. I feel proud of myself because I was so close to quitting so many times. But I'm glad I didn't, and I'm glad I graduated and actually got a degree. But yeah, that's just like a quick, swift experience of my time at uni. Yeah, there's just a few tips and things like do's and don'ts in there that I personally would give advice to do or not to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed me just rambling on about uni. If you have any other questions or anything just about uni life in general, I'm happily around to answer them. You can message me or whatever. Yeah, I just want to say there's like no hate or anything on my course, my uni or anything, my experience. This was just my personal experience, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to say that uni's amazing, because for me it wasn't, but for some people it probably was. So this is just literally one person saying what they thought of uni in general. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed listening to me just ramble on, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you again, and yeah, if you want to message me, give me a shout.